NFC championship games have come and gone, and I'll be honest with you, boring. Do any of you guys feel the same way about them? I don't know. But I will tell you this, the games were so boring, I was actually able to get caught up on my own laundry. What's up, Ohio? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Broulis Beat Report. I am your host, Nick Broulis. This edition of the Broulis Beat Report is brought to you, as always, by Cafe 80s. If you are someone that loves 80s music, and especially live 80s music, please feel free to check out thecafeeighties.net or find them on Facebook simply by typing in The Cafe 80s. Or if you have the Bands in Town app on your smartphone, which if you don't, I highly advise you to get that app. You can check them out on the Bands in Town app, and they will send you alerts letting you know when they will be at a venue near you. Well, here's the problem. I know that I told you guys last week on the Broulis Beat Report that I was going to bring you guys my predictions for the AFC and the NFC championship games, and things just happened. I wasn't able to get around to it, so I figured, what else can I do but just be honest with you? I've got my card right here. It shows you some of the stuff that I got. I actually picked the Pittsburgh Steelers to upset the New England Patriots because I felt that the Pittsburgh Steelers offense was not only going to be able to keep up with New England's offense, but I think that they have a better overall offense than New England. That was obviously not the case. 36-17 was the final from Foxborough. New England just flat out outplayed the Steelers, and a couple of drop passes by the Pittsburgh receivers, not to mention Le'Veon Bell, leaving the game with an injury did not help matters for Pittsburgh. And, of course, when the offense isn't doing well for the Steelers, the defense can only do so much. So that game was just, it was boring to watch, like I said to you, to open up the show. I ended up getting caught up on some laundry with not only that game, but the NFC Championship game between the Packers and the Falcons. I actually did pick the Atlanta Falcons in that game. They won 44-21. The game wasn't even actually as close, if you want to put it that way, as the score may resemble. It was really over by halftime, if you ask me. So, anyways, Super Bowl 51 is now set in Houston, Texas, as the New England Patriots will represent the AFC and play against the Atlanta Falcons, who represent the NFC. Now, I promise you this, I'm definitely going to have my Broulis Beat Report preview show for the Super Bowl and my pick for that. And obviously I'm going to wait up until probably a day or two before the game because of injury updates and whatnot. But it looks like, you know, all the teams are going to be, for the most part, healthy heading into that game. Now, here are some other news and notes from around the NFL that has nothing to do with Super Bowl 51. The Cleveland Browns are rumored to be linked to the New England Patriots backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. And as far as what I know, the New England Patriots are asking for both, how do I want to put this, the 2 second-round picks that the Cleveland Browns have, and then maybe another pick. I don't know about you, but I'm not for this. I don't think that Garoppolo is going to be that franchise quarterback that some people think that he's going to eventually become. I just don't. And there has been previous quarterbacks that have been backup quarterbacks from New England that have gone on and they haven't done anything. I believe it was Matt Castle was one of them, and there's a couple other names that I can't think of off the top of my head that have actually went on and did nothing. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not big on Garoppolo. I'm just not. Other news, Adrian Peterson has went on to say that if the Minnesota Vikings release him, he would have no problem going on to play for the New York Giants. So that would be curious to see how that would play out. Also, I was going to tell you guys this for my pregame show for the AFC and the NFC championship games. Obviously, I didn't make it that far, but it should be made official here within the coming days that the Cleveland Browns re-signed linebacker Jamie Collins to a contract that's around, I think, $13 million a year or so for about 5 or 6 years. And this just came out today, courtesy of Bleacher Report, that the Washington Redskins are actually willing to deal Kirk Cousins to the Cleveland Browns or the San Francisco 49ers for the first or second overall pick in the upcoming draft in 2017. Me personally, no. Because he's going to want a lot of money. As far as I know, he's asking for more than $20 million a year. And here's my problem. The Browns have more problems than what the San Francisco 49ers do. The Cleveland Browns have to go out and improve their offensive line. Once the Cleveland Browns have a better offensive line, that's when they need to try to insert that quarterback that they think is going to be their quarterback of the future. So we're going to see how that goes. And, of course, there's going to be a lot of rumors and speculation that come out between now and the draft in late April. So we'll have to just stick around and see what happens. Now, I just want to let all you know that with me having the Broulis Beat Report, that there is a good chance here within the next week or so that I'm going to be able to expand this Broulis Beat Report. I may have some co-hosts. I may be solo. We haven't figured it out. But I have been in contact with some people that are going to allow me to expand this and make it a bigger brand than what it already is. So you'll probably find out within the next week or 2 weeks if that happens. Now, to finish the show, I also want to let you know this. You all know by now, and especially if you've been watching my Broulis Beat Report the last 2 or 3 times, that I have teamed up with a sports nutrition company called Swole Sports Nutrition. Now, if you would like, you can check their website out at swolesports.com. And I bring this up simply because of this. A lot of people, to start a new year, like to make New Year's resolutions, and the main one is obviously, live healthier. Most people like to lose weight. Me, I'm trying to gain some weight along with some muscle mass. And I decided to team up with Swole Sports last summer, and now I'm trying to help promote them. And I would encourage you to check out their website. I believe that they still have the Save 20 special going on right now, where you can actually save 20% off your order if you type in the Save 20 at the discount code when you go to order. They've got a couple different supplements. I use the pre-workout, which is known as Pre-Rec, and I also use their BCAAs for recovery help. They also have a thing called Turbo Shred. It's to help you lose weight a little faster and give you a little bit more energy. But again, if you're looking for some supplements that are going to help you achieve your goals in the year of 2017, I think you would check them out, and I highly recommend them and their products. Well, that does it for this edition of the Broulis Beat Report. I am going to try to come out with another Broulis Beat Report this coming Friday. But until next time, I hope you guys have an absolutely great rest of your week.